Alright y'all, welcome back to another video here on the John Doc YouTube channel. We are in the shop again and it is time for a progress update on Eeyore, Wes's twin turbo G-Body. We got Wes over here. Wes doesn't love the name. You don't love the name Eeyore?
No. Still not feeling it.
No, what are you feeling?
I don't know. Somebody give us a name.
It's Eeyore, guys. It's Eeyore.
Nobody ever officially give
I officially gave it the name Eeyore. Alright, this is your video. You're talking about it. Last time we saw it, it wasn't as complete as it is now. What do you got going on?
Got all the oil lines ran for the turbos. Got the fuel system about wrapped up. Just got to put the return back on there. Got my breathers ran and all that good stuff. Gonna get a puke tank for the back.
Give everybody the rundown from start to finish, top to bottom. What's the setup on this? And if they're building it at home, what they need to be doing.
What they need to do?
What's the car?
So it's a 408 LS with twin, 76s. Got a mechanical fuel pump on it. Went ahead and did that. It's gonna be on meth. Got the nice little fuel cell up there in the front just for ease. So not gonna be as streetable as I had initially planned, but it'll be alright.
Radiator.
It'll be alright. No radiator.
Don't need it.
It'll be on meth.
You going, man? No breather in the helmet either. Who
needs a breather?
You gonna breathe in those fumes?
Clears your sinuses out, you know.
Yes.
But yeah, I thought it's pretty relatively simple setup for what it is. The
motor build here is very similar to what a Black Sheep Stage 1 would be before that was a thing.
Yeah.
So
what is it? Cali or Compstar crank, rods, wide scope pistons.
Yep.
I think
pretty high on compression, so it'll be snappy. Yeah. You got a set of Bosch 210 injectors, BTR equalizer intake, 660 springs. Got some nice things on there. Like an aftermarket starter sometimes is just what sets the build off. Not gonna lie. You got a mid plate on motor mounts, so that's pretty good there. TRZ uppers and lowers, right?
Yep.
TRZ, yeah. Shout out to all the guys over at TRZ because they rock.
Coilovers all around.
So it's pretty complete.
Yeah.
Manual brakes.
Yep. Got a Motion Raceworks steering column. Got the TRZ manual rack in there. Trying to save weight everywhere I can because
it's easier to go fast lighter.
It is. Got I think it's Straight Line Performance. Nice little tubular support up here. Makes a lot of room.
Yeah.
For you guys that need room up front in your G-Body, this is the way to go.
This thing's very race car. You got all your everything all plumbed up here.
Yeah.
For your turbo stuff, your vacuum lines. Very nice fuel pressure regulator. You got the big dog there. That one can handle a lot of fuel flow.
Yep.
Stock coils, ICT billet brackets. What else?
Flip upside down. Custom.
Those are the LCIs. Hell yeah. What do we got going on inside here? Let's pop the door open.
I actually got my radiator back there.
Oh.
Custom
radiator. No. Shifter.
Yeah.
B&M. Bandit. Great shifter.
Kirky seats. Got the all the setup for motion. Got my buttons in and everything. Basically just need to get it all wired up, ready to go. What
are you doing ECU wise and everything?
It's going to be on a Dominator.
Holley Dominator, so you're going with Holley. Yeah. Holley LS wiring harness, that makes it simple. You got your CO2 bracket and everything back there, CO2 bottle. I mean, this thing is, you're there.
It's getting pretty close.
You are there. It's already got a rear end in it. It's got all the tubular stuff, top, bottom, front, back, left, right. You got a bunch of little goodies back here. Not running a transcooler. Talk to them about that.
You talk to him about it. You can explain it better than I can.
Wes was going to run a transmission cooler. So all our street car stuff that we run and drive a lot, that we don't really push around at the racetrack, we put a transmission cooler on there. I actually have two on the cow with a fan in between them because I drive the car a lot. Heat's what's going to kill a transmission. But if you're going to go to the track and you are going to make a pass and push the car back, which honestly I prefer because it's a little bit more race car feel. You can have a little bit more fun. You're not worried about, like, you know, getting caught behind people, getting pushed back. You get to see your buddies on the top end. There's a lot of perks to it. So Wes, being on methanol, non-intercooled, you can drive it back, but we're going to set it up to push it because Wes isn't going to ever go to the track by himself. He's going to go with us. So some days we're just going to be running Wes's car out there, and we'll be able to get him from the top end. Transmission cooler works when the transmission's running. The pump's got to be going. It's got to be pumping fluid. So there's no point to put a transmission cooler on the car. If you're not going to be running it, like, it literally won't do anything. It's just going to hold the heat in there. So we're going to set this up like all of our other cars, where they have plug-ins for a true external transmission cooler that's not on the car. So we have an extremely nice Mark Mickey trans cooler. After you make a pass, you get there, you plug it up. I recommend getting like a leaf blower, an electric leaf blower, and putting some PVC on there to blow on the converter. And then cool the converter off. It pumps the transmission fluid through everything. It, you know, 10 minutes you can have that transmission down 100 degrees. So if you don't have that and you run the car, if you don't have a transmission cooler on there and it's a street car, you need to put a transmission cooler on there. If you're not going to drive the car around a lot, you need to put ports up there for your line so you can plug into an external transmission cooler. So that's what Wes is going to be doing, because by then we'll probably have a couple of the transmission coolers. So I'll rent one to Wes, $150 every time he goes to the track to use transmission cooler.
It's pretty good for you, isn't it?
So, do you have belts for this thing yet?
Do I have belts?
Seat belts.
No.
Let me show you this. So I actually got a set for the Colorado, and Chris ordered a set for his car here. Seatbelt wise, Wes isn't really, you don't have all your gear yet, but
no.
He's going to have a Hans. You have to have some sort of head and neck restraint. And the biggest thing you guys will always see, if I ever have a camera on in the car, I'm struggling with the belts, getting them over the Hans. And these belts right here, you grab these suckers. Shout out to Impact. They make all of the badass stuff. I'll give you an example here. These are the belts, RJS belts. I love them. They're great. They're good. I don't really have many complaints with them, right? The only complaint I have is just a 3-inch belt. I like the 3-inch belts down here, you know, to hold me in there. If you get into a wreck, you know, it's a little bit wider of a belt. But when you go to put this on over your Hans, it doesn't really want to, like...
They don't sit on it.
No, it's always a struggle to get it, like, on and get it in there. And then they're too big, so they kind of sit over it. So I got this exact belt for the Colorado build, and Chris went ahead and ordered some. I think these are absolutely sick. They're all black out. It is a 2-inch belt, so it looks kind of I'd say it looks kind of tiny over there, but this will fit in your Hans.
Yeah. So
when Wes gets his belts, we'll probably get these. I would say they're like super affordable compared to some other belts. I think these are under $200. I know some belts you're looking at like $400 or $500. Cam lock, 2-inch belt. The hardware and everything on there to tighten it is super nice. Impact killed it again. I really don't think there's a better deal on the market right now than these belts. They're sick. I mean, they're absolutely sick. These things are badass. These are the bolt-in style, so as you can see, they bolt right in. So you just make a little tab, bolt it right to your chassis, and you're good to go. So I think that's like one of the few things you got left on your car is belts. What else you got? You got to get safety gear, so you got to get helmet.
Yeah.
What are you going with? SFI 15, 20? You're trying not to be crispy.
Yeah.
We try to be pretty good about safety here, and then as soon as I don't put a window net up, someone in the comments is like, "Oh, you talk about safety," but like, for the most part, I always wear my safety gear. I'll be on West, always wear his safety gear because it's good to have it and not need it. Then wish you had it at that point in time.
But if you're fast enough getting out the car.
All right, back over here to Wes's project. I think other than that, you're about good. You got to put headlights back in it.
Yeah. Got the drive shaft and brakes on the way.
Drive shaft ordered and front brakes. So it's got drum brakes in the rear. You're on a 12 bolt, which we're talking about possibly selling in the future and upgrading to a 9-inch. And then you can get like whatever wheels you want. Right now the setup on the car, it's been run before and works great. And I think for what we're going to be doing, I'll have no issues out of it. But for the front brakes, Wes went with some Strange race brakes up front because the Strange brakes, they're tough to beat. They work really well. And then we got a drive shaft from Strange. So we got their Power Glide yoke, and we gave them the drive shaft measurement and got it all there at once. So that stuff's probably should be in this week.
Yeah.
I think we got, 2 days left in the week? And then
I think so.
We'll get that stuff thrown up in there. And then it's wiring. So once we get this thing wired up, I'd say probably within the next week or two, we're going to do a video of the first fire up. And then after that, it's taken to the track. You best get you got some shopping to do.
I know.
You better get some helmet and some
Damn.
You ready to shake it down?
Oh yeah.
Am I in control of the boost controller?
Maybe.
Maybe. All
Yeah,
right.
yeah. You can have it.
We'll take one.
All you.
We'll take one last look, guys. If you have any questions about the build, the setup, you're building a G-Body at home, comment. Let us know. Wes has been chipping away on this thing, and it's a pretty sweet build right now. Power glide, PTC converter.
Yep.
Got a nice shifter on there. The shifter, I think, can even work. Can that one work with an air shifter? Yes, it can.
Yeah.
Well, you got to earn that. You got to earn that first. But yeah, the setup here is pretty slick, so this should be good. I'm excited to hear this thing, and I'm excited to see Wes rip it at the track because it's a long time
I'm
coming.
excited to hear it too.
You did it right though. You took your time, got the parts you needed, and you're building it right.
Simple, but I feel like you'll be able to grow from this. You know what I'm saying?
Really good foundation.
Oh yeah, yeah. You know, be able to put different rods and pistons in it, and a different crank down the road, and be able to make a good bit of power.
Yeah, I think we're gonna make some good power with this one. It's iron block, so we're just gonna turn it until it spits all the rods out, and then Wes is gonna build another motor. All right, well that's gonna wrap up today's video. Just a little update here on Wes's G-Body build. We're gonna have to knock the dust off it soon. I know everyone's been giving you shit every time they see it, like what's Wes's carbon up to. So we're going to. Oh, we got to pull all the cars in. It's midnight. It is midnight on a Wednesday. We're getting ready to leave out of here. Oh, we got to get you a parachute, dude.
Oh.
All right, well, that's going to wrap up today's video. We're getting close. Next time you guys see a video on this, we're going to fire it up. And
Now
yeah,
we're talking.
we're getting there.
He gets the buy this round. Don Doc got the buy this round. The black sheep on the property. He got the buy for the next round. 15.